You say that you think the mentoring has started with our military. Does this mean that Mad Dog Mattis isn't so mad now after he's been mentored by benevolent ETs? Thank you.
You know, it's very easy to get caught up in a paradigm, a paradigm of beliefs which form an opinion. And if it's based, and if these belief systems and these paradigms are built in a space of fear, they are very, very constrictive. All right? Very constrictive. And there is not a lot of genuine consciousness in that kind of a space. I think what's happening is information from our fleet, our space fleet, is being shared openly with groups within the Department of Defense, the Pentagon. Clearly, Trump knows something, because he's mentioned creating a space fleet several times, and it would be a standalone space fleet. Well, it already is. Problem solved. Okay? But the information is seeping down. And yes, it is creating a shift of consciousness, where instead of this restrictive space, this paradigm, there's good and there's bad, that window's open now, and they're beginning to see the full picture, the entire picture. And the more the window's open, the more picture you see, the more frequency that you're able to absorb consciously. What you see is the manipulative powers underneath that were manipulating everything, including the way we saw ourselves and the world. I think that curtain has been lifted, and now everybody's beginning to get the idea we have been so screwed with for so long by such a very specific group that played us like violins. And the reason they were able to is because they thought holographically. Okay, they're not from our realm. And they were able to holographically just twist us. Well, now that gig is up, and they're not able to do it, we're beginning to see now the game. We're beginning to see the manipulations and the deceit that was underneath all of this, what we thought was reality. Yes, there is mentoring going on. Some of it by astronauts. I don't know what else to call our space fleet, but astronauts. It also could be that there is open contact occurring between benevolent races and governments on the surface. That's not an area I would even want to go to right now, because that would get me or anybody else in a lot of trouble talking about that. But just look at all the sightings that are going on around the planet. Look at all the different types of craft that are here. Now, you may just think, wow, if you're with a group of people and you have a UFO sighting, you may think, wow, I just saw a ship. What you may not realize is that if that ship was fourth or fifth or sixth density, okay, and that's probably where it's come from, fourth, fifth, or sixth density, you may not realize that the fact that you had that experience, you're forever changed now. It isn't just what you visualized, it's the frequency of the event that you participated in. And you've shared that frequency and that energy with people around you who also participated in that. Remember, it's all color, light, and sound. That's what it is. It's all consciousness. You're never the same. And different people process energy in different ways. If we could start to focus on that, not just on what we visually see, but also feeling it, feeling the experience, okay? Allowing ourselves, our energy field, to feel the experience instead of just mentally processing it. That goes a long way in shifting our perspective about almost everything.